What kind of country is El Salvador? Speaking of this country, many people will think of the Black Gang. Indeed, since the 1990s, due to civil war and social unrest, the Black Gang problem has been more serious. The murder rate has been the highest in the world for 3 consecutive years. In 2015, 105 out of 100,000 people were killed. It was rated as one of the most dangerous countries in the world. According to statistics, when the population of El Salvador was only 6 million, the number of gang members exceeded 70,000. On a weekend in March 2022, 87 people were killed in a gang violence incident. The bloody scene was shocking. In 2019, President Booker led the military police against the gang, strengthened the military police force, established prisons, and implemented a curfew policy. He also arrested nearly 70,000 criminals, including gang members. In order to detain gang members, the government also built a huge prison that could accommodate 40,000 people. This prison is said to be huge and has 8 large single rooms. It is one of the largest prisons in the U.S. Entering the prison, the scene is shocking. Prisoners are placed in one big cell. Each cell should accommodate 65 to 70 people on average. The daily activity space is only about 0.6 square meters. The CCTV cameras in the cell are constantly running. The armed guards are constantly monitoring. There is no privacy. As of 2023, with the Salvador government's crackdown on gangs, the crime rate has dropped to 2.4 per 100,000 people. The security situation has improved significantly. So what kind of country is Salvador? Today, let's talk about this country in detail. Salvador Republic, also known as Salvador, is located in the north of Central America. The country is divided into 14 provinces. The capital is San Salvador. Salvador has an area of 21,040 square kilometers. Although it is the smallest country in Central America, its geographical location is known as the Golden Cross Crossing. The north is Honduras, the south is the Pacific Ocean, and the west is Guatemala. The east is far away from the Caribbean. The coastline is 307 kilometers long. There are different surprises on the coastline every kilometer. There is a black volcano beach suitable for surfing. There is also a white coral beach suitable for sea turtles. What's more amazing is that there are more than 20 volcanoes in this mini country. The most famous of them is Mount Santa Ana. The altitude is 2,381 meters. It is one of the highest volcanoes in Central America. If you are lucky, you can also see the blue volcano lake at the mouth of the volcano. The lake is reflected by the clouds. It's like breaking into a fairyland. And the fertile soil caused by volcanic eruptions is also a treasure trove for the agriculture here. The population of Salvador is 6.33 million. 90% of the population is a mix of Indians and Europeans. It is called mestizos. The remaining 10% is purely Indian or European immigrants. If you walk on the streets of the capital of San Salvador, you will see that people keep the traditions of the Indians and have the habits of the Europeans. If you think this small country has no history, that's a big mistake. About 1,000 years ago, the Mayan civilization had already sprung up here. Now, in the archaeological site in the western part of the country, you can still see the Mayan village buried by volcanic ash more than 1,400 years ago. Even the pottery jars of the villagers' homes and corn cakes are well preserved. It is called Pompeii Ancient City in Central America. In 1993, it was listed as a World Heritage Site. But this country really went out of the circle in the 19th century. In 1821, after independence from the Spanish colonial rule, it was priced by coffee. At that time, European nobles' demand for coffee increased, and the volcanic soil and tropical climate here were just right for coffee to grow. In just a few decades, coffee accounted for 90% of the country's exports, making it a well-known coffee kingdom. Until today, the Salvador coffee you drink in the world's top coffee shops is still a symbol of quality. Every coffee bean must be selected by hand, with a rich taste and a hint of chocolate aroma. In the Salvador economy, agriculture and manufacturing, coffee, pineapple, and textile products are the main export products. In 2023, the GDP is about $3.2 billion, and the per capita GDP is about $4,700. It is a middle-income country, but the most surprising thing is that it is the first country in the world to set Bitcoin as a legal currency. Although this policy has caused a lot of controversy, such as the fluctuating price of Bitcoin, many businessmen did not accept it. But it also attracted a lot of technology companies and investors to try to build a blockchain center in Central America. In addition, the country is still vigorously developing tourism and services, hoping to get rid of agricultural dependence. But at present, coffee is still an economic pillar. Every year, the coffee export is about $500 million, accounting for about 15% of the total income. If you hate winter, then this country is definitely your ideal place. Salvador has an average temperature of 28 degrees Celsius throughout the year, and the lowest temperature will not be lower than 18 degrees Celsius, which is said to be as low as 4 degrees Celsius. But its climate is also a little temperamental. It rains from May to October every year, and it often rains heavily. But the rain comes fast and goes fast, and the air is particularly fresh after the rain. November to April is dry season, and it is sunny and rainy, suitable for vacationing or hiking on the beach. It is worth noting that due to the fact that the country has many volcanoes, sometimes there will be mudslides when it rains. But the local government has a lot of experience in dealing with it, and will issue a warning in advance. Tourists only need to pay attention to weather information, and the dry volcano area is particularly suitable for hiking. You can climb to the top of the mountain along the volcano trail, overlook the beautiful scenery of the whole country, and if you are lucky, you can also see the smoke show of the volcano eruption. If you want to find a place with less beautiful scenery, this country is definitely worth a visit. The travel experience here is said to be all-round, like surfing. Go to the beach of Larapota. The waves here can reach 3 meters, and it is the world's top surfing venue. Every year, there is an international surfing competition, and people like to do archery. Go to the Joya de Cerén ruins and see the time capsule left by the Mayans, perfectly preserved under layers of volcanic ash. It's like stepping back in time. Then visit Coatepeque Lake. Rent a small boat and drift peacefully across the calm blue water while admiring the distant volcanoes reflected on the lake's surface. From November to February, head to Playa El Cuco Beach, where you can witness tens of thousands of sea turtles crawling ashore to lay their eggs. A truly breathtaking sight. Most importantly, the prices here are very affordable, even cheaper than in Thailand or Malaysia. A full day's travel and meals cost around $30 US, and local experiences or short boat rides cost about $7 US only. And the locals are particularly enthusiastic. Seeing tourists will take the initiative to say hello, and will recommend small tourist attractions to you. However, note that although the security of the country is much better than before, try not to go to remote places at night, and carry your ID with you.